Hello and good evening, our beloved viewers. You're watching on Live RTD channel. Welcome to this English news edition. Here are the top stories. The President of the Republic presided over this morning the ceremony celebrating the first 215 engineers. For the international scene, strike retraction campaign by a partial reopening of the Rafah border crossing. Those were the headlines. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom. Under the high patronage of the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Margili, preside over the university's celebration of celebrated the graduation of 250 engineers from the Faculty of Engineering in a ceremony filled with joy and pride. The graduation ceremony of 250 engineers from the Faculty of Engineering at the University of Djibouti was held in a festive atmosphere that reflects the significance of this major academic milestone in the development of national competencies. This graduation, highly symbolic, is the result of a clear educational policy and a strategy vision led by the President of the Republic aiming to enhance human and technical capacity in support of sustainable and ambitious development that serve both the present and the future of the country.
Yeski amanka garabkaga jogo duca aan gudhay baan guud kaga saarnaye ila soo dhawow aba soo dhawow ila soo dhawow aba soo dhawow yeski amanka garabkaga jogo duca aan gudhay baan guud kaga saarnaye ila soo dhawow gabi caalamkoo dhani waxay loo galbinayaan waa goobtaan ku naal iyo nabadaan gudhayne eyga u horseedaye ila soo dhawow aba soo dhawow ila soo dhawow aba soo dhawow so dhawow aba so dhawow ila so dhawow aba so dhawow gabanimo u dhaladkii hayaba hoya hoyahe inaan gaarna meel sare hayaba hoya hoyahe runtiga wadkaysto hayaba hoya hoyahe aba gushi hananaye ila so dhawow aba so dhawow so dhawow aba so dhawow gabanimo u dhaladkii hayaba hoya hoyahe inaan gaarna meel sare hayaba hoya hoyahe runtiga wadkaysto hayaba hoya hoyahe aba gushi hananaye ila so dhawow aba so dhawow ila so dhawow aba so dhawow
And the celebration ceremony was marked by a warm and jubilant. The event featured artistic performance by several national artists, including song and artistic segment, highlighting the richness and diversity of the country's cultural heritage. This joyful and proud atmosphere emphasized the importance of this achievement not only for sustainable development in Djibouti but also for the families of graduates and the entire academic community. These occasions, symbolically significant, reflect the result of dedicated effort and success of a clear policy and a strategy vision implemented under the leadership of the President of the Republic, and it is also demonstrate the authorities' continuous commitment to strengthen human and technical capacity to support sustainable and ambitious development in the national interest.
Sinalo gumal neta pirit kai tumba bulu ilmi hara sinalo gumal neta pirit yo je tumba bulu ilmi hara sinalo gumal neta pirit kai tumba bulu ilmi hara sinalo gumal neta pirit yo je tumba bulu ayala gumero gale Obando Dalio Hello Bahashone Indisa Kulidani Engineering Amigene Dera What how we san Hoban Kuila Shalay Yaga Ungobaye Yaga Ungobaye What have we san mobile kuila shalay Yaga ungobaye Yaga ungobaye Jama'ad harwayno hariraha adduunyada looga soo hayaamo doowada hanada qabo inagii hirgeliyey horta mahadala iskale
And now it's turned to the different intervention. A student from the Comoros expressed her experience in studying in Djibouti, which is, she said, a rich and remarkable, praising the warm welcome and the quality of university education. Let us listen to her speech.
Dès mon arrivée à Djibouti, je me suis jamais senti étranger.
From the moment I arrived in Djibouti, I never felt like a foreigner. The shared values, solidarity, respect, and warm welcome immediately reminded me that I was in a brotherly country. In discovering Djibouti, I understood that this country truly lives up to its name as a land of encounters and exchanges. At the Faculty of Engineering, my classmates and I were received with great kindness. All praise and thanks be to Allah. There, we discovered modern infrastructure, well-equipped laboratories, and high-level teaching, demanding yet extremely motivating. Many of us will never have imagined studying in such an academic environment in Africa. Over time, we fully realized the opportunity we had been given. The country's stability, security, and access to university resources allowed us to devote ourselves entirely to our studies.
In turn, an Iraqi student studying civil engineering in the fourth year at the University of Djibouti shared his experience. Let's follow his reaction.
Today, I stand before you with a great emotion and sincere gratitude. I am a student at the Faculty of Engineering, University of Djibouti, currently studying year 4 of civil engineering. My journey has not been easy at all. When I arrived at the University of Djibouti, one of my biggest challenges was both English language and scientific subjects. I was coming from a different education system, and the level in mathematics and scientific requirement at the Faculty of Engineering was much higher than what I had previously studied. There were moments of doubt, but I never give up. Because of this support, I learned how to overcome my difficulties. I believe in myself. Today, I am proud to say that I am continuing my study in civil engineering and inshallah will graduate the next year as an engineer. Thank for the effort of the Republic of Djibouti.
In turn, the first promotion have also shared their experience. Let's follow.
Après l'obtention de mon diplôme d'ingénieur en 2019,
After obtaining my engineering degree in 2019, we had the privilege of being among the laureates for whom you, Your Excellency, Mr. President of the Republic, wish to see the pursuit of doctoral studies. In order to prepare the next generation of academic staff, today the results are there thanks to you, Mr. President. This demanding path led 8 of us to earn a doctoral degree, including 3 women, some in electrical engineering, within 2 years, and others in civil engineering. Today we are celebrating 250 engineers who have emerged from a rigorous program supervised by competent, dynamic, and committed faculty members and supported by your leadership. This success is the result of collective efforts, constant perseverance, and deep faith in the potential of our youth. Mr. President, today, as we see our students becoming engineers, integrated into the professional world or engaged in research, we can fully appreciate the distance covered since the very first year. This achievement is a source of pride for the University of Djibouti, for its faculty, and for the nation as a whole. On behalf of the entire teaching staff of the Faculty of Engineering, allow me, Mr. President, to extend to you our most sincere thanks for your unwavering support, your trust, and your constant commitment in favor of Djiboutian youth. Today, we celebrate a historic moment, the ceremony honoring the first 250 graduates trained in Djibouti. This achievement is the result of a clear vision, yours, Mr. President, of determined leadership and unwavering commitment to national human capital. Excellencies, Mr. President, our mission is to train engineers of excellence, committed to sustainable development, innovative and capable of responding to the needs of constantly evolving national economy. The faculty adapts continuously to market requirements. The recent introduction of computer engineering reflects our ability to anticipate sectoral needs. The upcoming opening of maritime engineering will further strengthen our training offer. The curricula of our programs were developed with the support of Istanbul Technical University as well as our sectoral partners. This collaborative approach ensures a dual anchoring alignment with international standards on the one hand and consideration of the specific realities and needs of our country on the other. Committed to excellence, the University of Djibouti is now engaged in an accreditation process for its engineering programs, an essential lever for academic credibility and international employability. I would like to commend the remarkable work of the faculty members who trained our engineers, as well as that of the administrative team who often behind the scenes make this collective ambition possible. Together, we are meeting these challenges.
For his part, the president of the University of Djibouti emphasized that these achievements reflect the strategy vision of the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Margili, since the establishment of the Faculty of Engineering in 2013. Let's follow his reaction.
Permettez-moi, Monsieur le Président de la République, de commencer mes propos pour vous remercier de nous honorer de votre présence aujourd'hui à cette cérémonie de célébration.
Allow me, Mr. President, to begin my remarks by thanking you for honoring us with your presence today at this ceremony celebrating the first 250 engineers trained in our country. The result of your strategic visions with the creation of this Faculty of Engineering in 2013, you have provided our nations with this indispensable tool for transforming its future. In a world where technological revolutions and global challenges have increasingly disrupting existing balances, engineering is more than a profession of the future. It is a profession that shapes the future. The future is a space for actions to be molded by imaginations and determination, and to achieve this we need engineers, young women and men capable of placing their technical and scientific skills at the service of society with respect for life and the environment. This is of paramount importance. However, shaping this future required boldness. It required overcoming the many challenges inherent in such a project, whether in terms of infrastructure, educational equipment, or the training of a high-level teaching staff. Alhamdulillah, today, the Faculty of Engineering is the largest faculty in terms of surface area, with substantial investment in modern equipment, sometimes unique in the regions, and cutting-edge research laboratories. In line with your vision, Mr. President of the Republic, it has also trained a cohort of outstanding young engineers, including doctoral graduates from the first intake, who since the start of these academic years have been gradually taken over from their professors and are now colleagues of their Turkish counterpart from Istanbul Technical University, whom we thank for their support and assistance over all these years.
In turn, the Minister of Higher Education and Research, Dr. Nabil, expressed his deep gratitude to the President of the Republic for his continued support during the moment of doubt and uncertainty. Let's follow the intervention of the Minister.
Mesdames et Messieurs, les succès.
Ladies and gentlemen, the successes achieved by this faculty are founded first and foremost on trust. The trust and honor best upon me by the head of state in entrusting me with the leadership of the Ministry of Higher Education and Research with the creations of this faculty. Mr. President, I thank you for your support, your attentiveness, your encouragement during moments of doubt. These words of encouragement are constantly renewed by the First Lady, who each time expresses the same joy and emotions at the success of our youth and at the achievement of the nation's young people. This success was built thanks to all those who supported us. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the Saudi Fund for financing the construction of these magnificent faculties of engineering. This success was also built, Mr. Ambassador of Turkey, with your country's support through pedagogical assistance and through all the academic doors that you opened to us. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now entering a new era in which technologies, research, and international partnerships are opening new horizons, ensuring that our ambitions does not stop here. For in this challenging world of turbulence and uncertainty, Djibouti wants to and must accelerate. Djibouti must innovate. Djibouti must anticipate in order to consolidate its sovereignty in peace and good neighborliness.
Indeed, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Margili, have made for this occasion a speech in which he has proven capable of developing strategy local human resources to meet the national needs. Let's follow the speech of the head of the state.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Salatu wassalamu ala rasulihil amin sayyidina wa habibina Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Mesdames et messieurs, c'est avec beaucoup de satisfaction et beaucoup de fierté que je prends la parole aujourd'hui devant vous à l'occasion de cette cérémonie de célébration des 250 premiers ingénieurs formés sur le sol djiboutiens.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great satisfaction and deep pride that I take the floor before you today on the occasions of this ceremony celebrating the first 250 engineers trained on Djibouti soil. This is a landmark moment in our educational history and in our national trajectory towards achieving sovereignty in skills and expertise. As I reflect on this achievement, I am keenly aware of how far we have come. Our country is gradually emerging from a training system that was long characterized by its elitist nature, the scarcity of high-level technical file, and above all, an insufficient pool of human resources to support national development. Today, our country demonstrates that it is capable of training at home the strategic profile it needs. The engineering trade occupies a special place in this regard. I stand apart from other training pathways because of its cross-cutting natures and its scientific rigor. For the engineers, it at once a designer and an innovator and a builder. Engineers are at the heart of a structural choice that shape the future of a nation. That's why I have always regarded investment in human capital as the most reliable and sustainable pillar of development. For we all know that natural resources can be depleted and economic conditions can fluctuate, but a nation that invests in the intelligence, skills, and creativity of its youth equips itself with a solid and lasting engines of growth. Ladies and gentlemen, the engineers we are honoring today have a decisive role to play. They will actively contribute to the diversification of our economy. They will inject new dynamism into the industrial sector. They will also support the emergence of high-value added activities, enhance the competitiveness of our companies, and optimize industrial processes. Their expertise will therefore be indispensable and highly sought after across many fields.
In the second part of his speech, the President of the Republic recalled the consent commitment of disinvesting the national human capital. Let's follow once again the speech of the head of state.
Too often still our companies turn to foreign expertise due to the lack of available or sufficiently valued national profiles. The time has come to reverse this trend. Djiboutian skills now exist. They must be recognized, integrated, and duly valued. The growth sectors are numerous. There is the renewable energy sector, which represents a strategic challenge of our energy sovereignty. There is the digital technology sector destined to become the driving force of economic and administrative transformation. There is also the environmental sector, where protection and sustainable management require highly specialized expertise. I therefore solemnly can call upon our companies to invest in local potential. For recruiting Djiboutian engineers means investing in a national expertise, strengthening the country's economy, and contributing to the collective efforts of development. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not wish to overlook the challenges of professional integration faced by our young graduates. These difficulties are often linked to a mismatch between trained and the need of the labor market. That's why we must strengthen dialogue between our training institutions, the state, and the productive sectors in order to ensure better alignment between academic knowledge and professional requirements. Dear graduate, you now carry not only valuable knowledge, but also a responsibility, the responsibility to place your skills and creativity at the service of your nation. Djibouti is counting on you so that your individual success may contribute to collective success. Therefore, have confidence in yourselves there to innovate, there to undertake, and always keep in mind that the development of our country in a shared endeavor. I warmly congratulate you on your achievement. Long life Djiboutian youth, long life excellences and knowledge, long life the Republic of Djibouti.
Let's come back now to the national news. The Prime Minister Abdulkadir Kamil Mohammed received today an Ethiopian delegation led by the Minister of Youth and Culture, Hibo Mumin Asowe, from Samara region in Ethiopia. These meetings are part of regional cultural cooperation aiming to organize the nomination fair for the Afar Matqa to be included UNESCO's representative list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity under the patronage of Djibouti in accordance with the regional communities and all relevant parties. This traditional oral governance system shared by Afar communities in Djibouti, Ethiopia, and Eritrea serve as a legal and social framework that regulate collective life organized in resolution through this mediation. It was on Wednesday, February 4, the Dora District Center, the largest and most densely populated in the region, witnessed special event as part of the National Solidarity Week. In this context, the Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity, Ms. Sulufa Ismail Abdu, conducted an important field visit to the area, demonstrating her commitment to proximity governance and listening directly to citizens is concerned. The minister was accompanied by a high-level delegation, including regional authorities of Tejora Governorate and a senior official of Deputy Army Forces, highlighting coordination between social and military sectors, especially in logistics for delivering aid to the remote areas. The visit was particular, and this visit was practical and non-practical in nature, allowing direct dialogue with resident citizens, including families from surrounding village, present their living condition and daily challenges. Main concerns include enhancing accessibility, health service, and supporting economic empowerment program for the most vulnerable families. The minister confirmed her commitment to addressing urgent need, emphasizing that improving living conditions in Dora is a government priority aligned with the National Solidarity Week objective. The role of Community Management Committee was particularly praised, and the minister assured continued support for the government for their initiative. Women's groups also expressed their appreciation supporting the president and government in combating poverty and social vulnerability. During her speech this meeting, Mariam Kako, the coordinator of the program, explained in her speech the committee is a nature and pivotal role.
I would like to take this opportunity to share an essential reminder about the role and functioning of the community management committees. These committees are not merely administrative structures. They are the true pillars of local development. Their mission is vital to identify the community's most pressing needs and ensure that our development efforts respond directly to those priorities. I would also like to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to the key partners who make this work possible, to the Ministry of Social Affairs for the strategic vision and unwavering commitment to the most vulnerable members of our society, and to ADDS for this indispensable technical and operational support, which ensures that our programs are effectively implemented on the ground. Together, through these partnerships and through the dedication of our committees, we are building a stronger and more resilient community.
In their respective intervention, the deputy parliamentarian from Tejora region, Umar Aden and Amma Mohammed Ahmed, welcomed the reception and praised the hospitality of Dora residents. They highlighted main challenges in accessing basic service and issues related to geographic isolation and local resources management. The Regional Council President Umar Hussein stressed the importance of financial improvement, highlighting two essential levers for sustainable local development: saving and credit funds, which encourage individual initiative and local investment, and solidarity fund, which enhance families' resilience. Governor the Prefect Mohammed Abbas assured citizens that their concerns are followed up at the highest level, emphasizing the ministry's commitment to using all available resources to translate discussion into practical measures, improving living conditions sustainably. The residents present priority demand relate to infrastructure and social service. They emphasize expanding local financing mechanism through saving and credit fund and solidarity fund to facilitate microfinance access and promote community solidarity. Infrastructure need include rehabilitation and school, but also building new mosque. The lack of school transport was highlighted as a barrier to children's education, with call for urgent solution. And now Djibouti is ambassador to Cairo, a permanent representative to Arab League, participated in the Arab-Indian Cooperation which was held on January 13 and 31, 2026 in New Delhi. The ambassador represents Djibouti in a multiple forum session emphasizing the depth of Arab-Indian related both collectively and
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
This is the third time I have come to Dora because Dora is the most populous sub-prefect in the Tijoro region. The President has instructed us to give special attention to this sub-prefecture, which is not only densely populated but also faces numerous challenges. First of all, I would like to convey to you the warm greetings and best wishes of the Head of State, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, and of the First Lady, Mrs. Qadra Mohammed Haid, on the occasion of this blessed month of Ramadan, marked by the distribution of food for the holy month. I would also like to inform you that this year, the President of the Republic has decided to double the quantity allocated to the sub-prefecture of Dora for these distribution operations. As for this facility in which we are gathered today, we are fully aware that it requires rehabilitation. The commitment we make is that you will celebrate next June 27 in a rehabilitated facility. Regarding social safety nets, as you have rightly mentioned, several programs are already on the way. In addition, I'm pleased to announce that in 2026, a new program will be launched, and we also provide structured support. In any case, you will be very well served. In every action we undertake, in every locality we visit, the First Lady wishes to gain first-hand understanding of the situation of women in Dora and across the country. Wherever we go, she asks us to give very special attention to women. She often says and reiterates that the development of a nation, the development of a society can only be achieved through the emancipation and empowerment of women. I am truly very proud of these savings and credit plans. There are 8 across the entire sub-prefect of Dora. 8 savings and credit funds have been established. I would therefore like to announce today to the women of Dora savings groups that we will also provide you with transport equipment and product packaging materials. In the localities where there are not yet savings and credit plans, we will establish them as well. These solidarity funds can, for example, be used to support school children's transportation. Accordingly, we are announcing the allocation of a fund of 1 million for this purpose. Dora will also have its own mosque equipped with solar energy. I would like children to be able to learn the Holy Quran in that mosque as well. We are making the necessary efforts, especially in the most remote areas. The armed forces also have a social role, which they demonstrate every day. I encourage you to take advantage of upcoming recruitment opportunities in a coordination with the Ministry of Defense.
That was the speech of the minister, and moving on, the minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity, Ms. Sulufa Ismail Abdo, went to Damerjouk in Arta district, where she made a visit to this locality of Damerjouk in the context of the Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity conduct this important field to the area, demonstrating her commitment to the proximity, governance, and listening to the citizens' concern. The minister was accompanied by her large delegation, including the regional authorities of Arta region, and made the technical and operational support of Djibouti Agency for Social Development, known as ADDS, was acknowledged as essential for ensuring the effectiveness of a sustainable file program. And now let's come back. Djibouti's ambassador to Cairo, permanent representative to the Arab League, Ahmed Ali Barre, participated in the Arab-Indian Cooperation Forum held on January 30, 2026 in New Delhi. The ambassador represented Djibouti in multiple forum sessions, emphasizing the depth of Arab-Indian relations both collectively and bilaterally, praising India's effort for regional security and stability, for expressing gratitude for India's instance on major Arab issues. And now, a cheerful convoy of about 200 people in 50 vehicles crossed Gobaad Desert toward tourist site of Lakabe. Starting from Asaila, the convoy went to the arid desert with the offering of a unique landscape. The group include cyclists, technical team from the National Agency for Sport and Youth Development, civil protection, but also the army soldier ensuring security. Djibouti Army Forces in the Khel unit set up tent and field beds at Lakabe school grounds. The next morning, participants explored Lakabe's natural site, observing wildlife including wolves, deer, and wild pig. Djibouti Post issues a new Lakabe tomb stamp and postcard for participants.
جنبي إفكاي دخيلي يمكن ذكر ركاكاي برسلوك يمكن لشعبي عاصماي يمكن تينو مفتقاي دربي بلتو بكي دولتك منع عمودي دخل عيونتا ودحرساي يمكن تينو يودري توبكيلو دحرساي ذكر ركاكاي برسلوك يمكن لشعبي عاصماي يمكن تينو مفتقاي دربي بلتو بكي دولتك منع عمودي دخل عيونتا ودحرساي يمكن تينو يودري توبكيلو دحرساي نانوكي 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 يمكن تينو حمتي جعيلكاي جمعتي نباتاي شبابكي مدني مدى نانوكي يمكن تينو جنبي إفكاي دخيلي جوي معاني دخيلي أنا وجفة جفة منين وما لك لا جرو وما لو جديو هدي قعل بيننا ولا لك لا جرمي جهادي مدني ما نهاي يمكن تينو جنبي إفكاي دخيلي جوي معاني دخيلي أنا وجفة جفة منين وما لك لا جرو وما لو جديو هدي قعل بيننا ولا لك لا جرمي جهادي مني ما نهاي جنبي إفكاي دخيلي جوي معاني دخيلي جاجوس نميمية عدو جاركو دونتيو عراتكي.
And now for the international scene, the partial reopening of Rafah crossing with a strict restriction. Let's follow for more detail.
The Rafah border crossing was partially reopened on Monday, but movements remain extremely limited. Only a small number of Palestinians have been allowed to leave or return to the Gaza Strip amid strict restrictions regulating the flow of people. Rafah is the only link between Gaza and the outside world outside of Israel. However, passage through this crossing remains subject to procedures under Israeli military control, significantly limiting freedom of movement. Palestinians who recently managed to return to Gaza reported harsh treatment by Israeli forces during their passage, describing challenging conditions and restrictive measures. This partial reopening comes at a time when the humanitarian situation in Gaza remains dire. Opening border points is seen as essential to alleviate the suffering of the population, which continues to face severe restrictions on movement.
This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.